Hello and welcome back. Today we are discussing jesters, jokers, fools, and buffoons. And balatros. Not balatro. Not the game. The actual balatros. Anyway, I am me, and we are hopefully finishing up daily challenges today. Well, not entirely. We're finishing the daily win streak today. Hopefully. Eve. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Eve to Satan? That's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Okay. So, I know a while ago as part of season 1, good. I'm glad I went this way. I did sort of the history of clowns at one point. And today is the history of jesters, because jesters came up in the discussion of clowns, and so I put it on my big list of topics that I wanted to research eventually one day. And I decided, you know what, why not? Vasculitis. Okay. And I'm glad I looked it up, because I was always a bit curious about, why jesters had the special privilege of being able to give the king or nobles advice. I didn't totally understand it. I think I do better now. Maybe not entirely, but better. So, let me start off by saying part of what I am saying today comes from Wikipedia, which is actually pretty common for most of my videos. I mean, it is a good general resource. That covers part of it. The other part of today comes from Fooling Around the World, The History of the Jester by Beatrice K. Otto. And then the rest of it is just random little things I looked up from history. Whoa. Yes, please. So, according to Fooling Around the World, jester-like figures existed in medieval and Renaissance Europe, of course, but also China, India, Japan, Russia, America, and Africa. And I think by America, she actually means the Americas, even, possibly. Although it's a bit hard to say, because we don't have that much info on the actual, native Northern American large-scale civilizations, like the Mississippian peoples. Of course, that's more of a topic for another day. But still, I would imagine that jesters even appeared there, because it seems to be so universal a concept. And I said, yeah, what a concept. I'll take Little Portal, sure. Go eat. Yeah, that's right. And I can't get you over there. That's fine, whatever. Let's see, China actually has not this way, the longest and most thoroughly documented history of jesters. But the oldest jesters in history were likely pygmies that performed for the Egyptian court, the pharaohs, like long time ago. We're talking specifically like 2300 BCE, long time ago. So yeah, it's pretty old. Okay, let me look at the screen, because things are unnerving. Yes, eat the heart. Ooh, yes please. And there's a penny, of course. Get back here. I could get that one thing with a bomb, but I'd like a key, please. I would prefer one. Let's see. Jesters tended... Oh, there we go. Jesters tended to have two functionalities when it came to... this isn't great, but I guess I'll go with you. When it came to their purpose, they had two roles. First of all, they were entertainers for, noble or royal courts. That's not surprising, but their second role is that they were often the sort of confidants, or, is that the correct word even? Counsel. They offered counsel to the king, or queen in some cases. And I'll talk about that more actually right now, because I thought I placed this later in my little document, but no, I placed it right here. So, although some scholars think this might have been a myth, the majority believe that this is actual genuine part of history, mostly because, again, jesters existed all over the place and were said, at least, to have very similar roles in this regard, that only the jesters could speak truth to the kings, unfettered by politics. And in practice, it seems appropriate. More pennies for me! Yay! Go, eat. Oh, he opened a portal. I guess I'll take that. Now, if memory serves, they've completely redone how the little portal itself works. So that's neat to see. Let's see. So, this unique role that jesters alone were pretty trusted in royal courts can sort of be understood when you think about how politics in a royal court tends to work. A lot of people want to really butter up the king or queen and don't like delivering bad news, but jesters, through wit and humor, are often able to deliver bad news far better than anyone else. And again, jesters are so common throughout the world, throughout various civilizations, that it almost seems to be a natural part of social evolution, in a sense, that you're gonna have, at least in monarchies at least, not saying that monarchies are necessarily all that natural, but that within the framework of monarchies, jesters seem to be natural. So many pills. Oh. But that, again, in this framework, yeah, gimme. Whoa, okay. In the framework of a monarchy or similar, jesters naturally come about because, most of the nobility, most of the royalty, again, wants to just sort of butter up the king or queen and never deliver bad news. So, monarchies that never have bad news, ever, probably aren't going to last that long. Someone needs to tell them bad news, or else, actually, I should just use that. I forget. Yeah, there we go. Otherwise, the monarchy isn't going to last very long, you know? And I'll do it again, too. That way I get my speed back that I almost forgot about. Yeah, I'll try. Okay. I think that was a good deal. And in fact, let me do that as well. Maybe I could have saved that for the boss, but whatever. Let's see. Now, jesters weren't actually completely free of punishment for being so brazen. There are records of jesters being ousted from the courts or the noble houses, as well as even a few jesters actually dying. But generally, throughout history, jesters only had positive interactions, generally. Very, very nice. Why did the key go that way? Huh. Hold on, thinking about secret room. Okay. I guess you probably aren't... Yeah. Fine. Is that another... Yes, it is. I will gladly accept that. And... Can't be connected. Whoa! Yes, please. I'm starting to suspect this is a win, which would be amazing. Don't take it. Okay. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to actually navigate through a game when you're only looking at the screen half the time. I know it doesn't always come across that way. So, or maybe it does, and I'm just, not... maybe I'm just a little ignorant of myself here. Oh well. Let's see. So again, jesters were rewarded for their truthfulness and brashness more often than they were punished throughout history by a wide margin, too. And eat. Yes, yes. Oh, good. I wanted to get them out of the way. Jesters were never really known for their flattery, and jesters also typically had low social status as well, which meant that, you know, a jester had no real reason to try and butter up the ruler because they had nothing to gain, really. Eden? I don't like either of these options. I should really just use bombs because I have bombs. Caramba. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. I don't want to take Genesis. I like what I currently have. I really do. I guess I take Prayer Card and then get one Eternal Heart, and that's disappointing, but whatever. Let's see. In ancient Rome, jesters actually had similar social status to prostitutes. So again, very, very low social status. Not really a threat to the political power of rulers. And jesters were able to use humor in order to diffuse tense situations or soften blows from bad news. Yeah, you can go ahead and eat the bag, please. Oh. No, eat the bag. Oh, I guess you don't. Huh. I really thought I was just missing this whole time. And I will get to examples of jesters and their jests at the end. Okay. One of these rooms. That's fine. That's fine. I really, really want some tears up, please. I mean, Tiny Planet. Angry Flight isn't bad either. I'm gonna go for Tiny Planet because I think they buffed it. No, they didn't. Okay, I was mistaken. Oh, did you? Okay. Now, from what I recall, yeah, this room is actually persists between levels. So I'm gonna save the Magician and come back for it later, I guess. Jesters only became major cultural icons in Europe and India, interestingly enough, although there were periods in history in which jesters in China as well also were able to become household names. Oh, my little portal is just completely gone. Well, that's a third pretty fly. Oh. Okay. This'll take a minute. Let me see if I can find a good room just to use this. I want to get my speed back up. Yeah. Oop. Okay, and it's even a penny. I was afraid of that. I almost picked that up without having my counterfeit penny. I want to go... No, you're over there, right. I looked at the mini-map. I want to deposit you for later, because I want to keep my counterfeit penny until I no longer need shops. Let's see. Jesters were often seen as the champions of the people. Again, because of their low social status, they were often able to better relate to commoners than nobility. Well, that didn't even work out for me so well, but whatever. And again, were one of the only people who could really tell the ruler the true state of affairs, which the people often needed. No. Ooh. Okay, I don't know how I avoided that. I think it was on accident. And shop. Yay! A high priestess. Oh, it's just you. Whoop, whoop. Getting you from both sides. Okay, great. Wonderful. Not really. That was pitiful. Let's see. The roles of the jester, or the role of the jester, excuse me, really died out in Europe anyway in the 16th to 17th centuries, and died out in China apparently in the 18th centuries. As for the rest of the world, it generally died out when certain empires fell. Yeah, let's get you cleaned up like that. Oh, good. Ace of clubs. Double stars, triple stars, and the Emperor. I don't care that much. So bombs away. And yeah. Forgot to mention, because of Jester's ridiculous outfits, also, they never really came across as holier than thou, which is an important quality to have if you're gonna speak the truth and judge things accurately. And let's get this back on. I almost forgot. Puberty. Could you be here? Wow. Wow. Fancy. Okay. Yeah, it's a Tears Up. It's a pretty good Tears Up, too. This is the Depths one, so I'm gonna just bomb into the shop instead. Hope you don't mind. Oh, I don't even know what the birth rate does for Eve, but I'll take it. Does it just give it to me permanently? That's what it seems like it might do. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay. I hate those guys. So, now the word jester, or similar words as well. Oh, Maybe. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see if I can get an angel room, because doesn't it take from the current room's pool or something? Oh, give it to me. Money. Okay, great. So the term jester comes from the French word gesture, basically. I intentionally pronounced that wrong because I don't know how to pronounce it right. Which basically means storyteller or minstrel. Yes. Oh. Other words for jester are joker, of course, which is just, you know, someone who jokes. That's typically the listed etymology. And let's have you absorb some stuff here, little guy. Yeah, I want you to fatten up. Fool comes from the Latin word phallus, meaning bag of air, inflated ball, or bellows. Yeah, I'll go see you. Hey, bud. Excellent. The term buffoon comes from the Latin buffare, meaning puffing out of your cheeks. I don't care so much. I really want to see an angel room first. So apparently, at least in ancient Rome, possibly other places, although I can't confirm this. But among the many jokes and jests that jesters had, in ancient Rome at least, it was common to puff out your cheeks and then slap them and make funny noises that entertained people. That's just how it worked, I guess. And sure, more money, why not? And then we have balatro, not balatro, not the Americanization of balatro, the original word, which is the Latin term for jester itself. I have the money, why not? And yeah, that'll do. So, no one's entirely sure where balatro comes from, the word anyway. There are a variety of theories, such as the theory that it was the last name of, let's see, what's his name? Servilius Balatro, who was apparently a famous early Roman jester. But there are a variety of other theories, such as it coming from Platea, which means spots of mud, Barathrum, which means depths, in reference to how jesters would tell jokes even in the depths of the marketplace. Balare, meaning bleeding like a sheep, for their ridiculousness. Or Latero, which means busybody. But again, not entirely sure, and it's not even... Okay, whatever. Whoa. Whoa! Okay, it's been a while since I've had that synergy. That's pretty good. And I'll take my synergy and go. And yeah. Now I pick up you and you. And we got a pretty good run going. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of melee in this game, but it certainly packs a punch. Oh, right, I should not do that, really, kind of. Well, I don't know, maybe I should. This is pretty powerful. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. In English royal history, professional jesters were sometimes known as licensed fools. What a title. Ooh. Okay. Jesters entertained with song, of course. Hold on. Song, music, storytelling, acrobatics, juggling, jokes such as puns or imitation. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll try here. Yeah, I got a feeling for it. I'm pretty good at this game. Nice. Huge shortcut. Whoop. Oh, and jesters also performed magic tricks. European jesters, at least. I'm not going to talk about the outfits of all jesters, mostly just European jesters here. European jesters, their outfits were motley colored, meaning, you know, various brightly colored patchwork sort of outfits. Ooh. I could take Rotten Baby. Why not? They had a fool's cap, as it was called, which is a pointed cap with bells, a loose coat often, and generally a scepter. The scepter itself was known as one of a few things, either a marotte, a bauble, or a jester stick or staff, and it was an imitation of royal scepters, but often had, I mean, the concept of it was an imitation of royal scepters, but the marotte often had, I think I'm pronouncing marotte right, had a head on the tip of it, and was dressed like a miniature version of the same jester that used it. That's fun. That's a fun little detail. Blessed penny. If only I had gold. Whoa. Let's see. Now let me show you. Observe. This painting is of the jester Stanchik. The full title, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Maybe not. Hold on. Stanchik. The full title is Stanchik during a ball at the court of Queen Bona in the face of the loss of Smolensk. So, this particular painting, of course, shows off the jester Stanchik as he learns of the defeat at Smolensk, or the loss of Smolensk. Excuse me, Smolensk. And he is deep in thought, wondering how best to break it to the nobility, to the king. But also, again, here we clearly see the full jester outfit, and there is his scepter lying on the floor next to him. And now you know the name of that painting. Now, let me give you a number of famous jests. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Get back here. I want my knife, please. Okay. Okay. And another devil deal. What's it gonna be? Ooh, not bad. That one is Judas's Shadow. Do I care about Judas's Shadow? Not really. I want to keep my health. Yeah, I'll keep my health, please. So, oh, I thought I went into the trapdoor. Speaking of Stanchik, in 1533, King Sigismund tried hunting a large bear that he brought from Lithuania. The bear ended up charging the king's hunting party, and ultimately caused his wife, Queen Bona, to fall and have a miscarriage. When asked why Stanchik ran away instead of fighting the bear, Stanchik replied, "It is a greater folly to let out a bear that was already in a cage." True. Oh, health up. Very nice. And yeah, let's get you cleared. I don't care about resource efficiency at this point. That's interesting. Up next, I have Mathurin de Valois from France around the year 1600. She was... Yes, she. There were some female jesters. She was in the court one day when a lady of the court said, "I don't like having a fool at my right." And Mathurin apparently moved to the left of the lady and then said, "I don't mind it at all." Very good, very good. Now we use this. What are you doing? This is crazy. Whoa, okay. One of the most famous jests of all time comes from... Oh, okay, bud. Okay, knife. Okay. Oh, not dead, okay. Comes from the jester to Philip VI. So, Philip VI, the king of France during the 100 Years' War, lost a whole bunch of ships to the English. Let me actually focus. Yeah, the fight was getting a little annoying. And with that, Cracked Crown is unlocked. That is, I cannot explain to you how amazing that is. Maybe they made daily challenges easier or something. Let's see. So in 1340, during the 100 Years' War between England and France, Philip VI lost 230 ships to the English fleet, which was 120 to 150 ships total, and most of those were just merchant ships. What an embarrassing loss. None of the nobility wanted to break the news to King Philip, so his court jesters said, "Our knights are much braver than the English." The king apparently asked, "How so?" The jester replied with, "The English do not dare to jump into the sea in full armor." Generally, I think that's a more direct translation of the actual quote. You might see a retelling of that goes more along the lines of, "The English aren't brave enough to jump into the river like we Frenchmen are," something along those lines. Very good, very good. Well, with that done, with daily run streaks now done, I simply need 2 more total wins, and then I'll be done with daily runs, because I will be doing the devotion achievement mostly offline, but I think I'll make a montage and upload that later. But I'll reiterate that at a later date. Now, let me finish up the jesting. Herschel of Ostropol, which is in modern-day Ukraine, back in the 18th century, did not doff his cap at passing nobles. Doff meaning, take off as a sign of, honor. He was apparently asked, "Where are you from?" He replied, "Ostropol." And the nobleman asked, "And what about the hat?" And he replied with, "The hat is from Ostropol too." Yes, very good, very good. Let's see, next up, John Pace, the jester to Elizabeth I in the 16th century, was apparently banished from the court for a while. When he was invited back, Queen Elizabeth I apparently said, "Come, Pace, let us hear no more of our faults," because he was banished from the court for insulting too many people. And he replied with, "No, indeed, madam, for I indeed never talk of what is discussed by all the world." And lastly, I want to mention Roland the Farter. In 12th century England, in the court of King Henry II, Roland the Farter was known for his well-renowned act of a jump, a whistle, and a fart, which he would perform every Christmas. Supposedly he did all 3 at the same time. And one final thing to note is that the oldest joke in the world is also fart humor. I'm not a fan of toilet humor, but I find it interesting. Let me read it to you, because it was tangentially related. I'm not sure when I'd be able to stick this in otherwise, but from nearly 1900 BCE, here's the joke. Something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. It's pretty funny, right? Anyway, thank you for watching today. I still can't believe that I got the 5-win streak for daily challenges on the first attempt. That's amazing. But 2 more wins remain in order to unlock Broken Modem. So at least 2 more daily challenges will follow suit. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow. Take care.